Hey, yo.
Hello. I find myself listening all the time.
New Year with Over Veli podcast. Playing Kenyan music.
Mambo VP everyone, it is yet another Friday and another episode goes down. This is Over Veli podcast season 3 episode 11 and you are indeed listening to Kenya's #1 music podcast and my name is Pesh.
Mambo VP everyone, I go by the name Over Veli and as always we serve you nothing but the best of Kenyan music. This week we are joined by another guest in the studio and I'll let him introduce himself.
Mambo VP the Over Veli fam, this is DJ Fita from Sound Safari. Niko hapa na the beautiful Miss Pesh and Over Veli himself to discuss about EDM and a lot of things.
You've heard the man himself. So today our show will be different because on the deck we'll have DJ Fita mixing us with some good EDM Kenyan music. So first things first, Pesh, anything for DJ Fita?
Mimi namkaribisha tu leo into Over Veli podcast. Karibu sana to our podcast. This is what we do.
Nimekaribia, shukran sana. You all look lovely in here.
Asante sana. So, just to get familiar with what DJ Fita does, we are going to jump right into the mix, the first set by DJ Fita, and then we'll come back to know more about him. So, DJ Fita, take it away.
I know you love me, know you love me. I know you love me, know you love me. I know you love me, know you love me. I know you love me, know you love me. I know you love me, know you love me. I know you love me, know you love me. I know you love me, know you love me.
DJ Fita.
Sijui kanta na kesho, gani ngali na uwezo wa kuifanya, nitaifanya hadi mwisho. Mwambieni huyo devo, simogopi shetani, sa God yuko nami hadi kifo. Kanta na kesho, nipe nguvu na uwezo wa kijana na akili za mzee. Daima niwe imara, wasiniangushe. Naona saa kila siku ni zawadi toka Maulana, so haja gani ushike tamaa mama, majaribu huisha nataka maadui zangu watashikana na zao njama, siwaogopi na simama mama ya kiama yendo pesi nasonga nayo, wanashangaa kuna stress na kuanga nayo, naishi sasi na case mahakamani au deni za majirani, niko fresh nde na ndani ogopa Mungu peke, mwanadamu kija kumtafash, naomba Mungu mtete, maneno yao yasiniumize, mfanye sugu wewe, wakitrai kumtisha naomba nisitetemeke.
Standing on the stage, looking at the audience, I'm frightened. They told me that this thing was so exciting. All the attention I'm attracting on the mic and the hype and the buzz got me thinking about my life. When I'm through with this, so gonna be next year. Been working hard, so I hardly take a rest there. I see you focus on your swag and your fresh gear. Man, I'm trying to be a damn legend, man, it's that clear. I had a dream that one day I'll be sitting on a round table with Kanye, talking about business and buying beats from Andre. They say the best things come to those who are humble. I've been a humble dude that you wouldn't believe. I chose hip-hop and I swore to never leave. At this point, I done left behind all the beef, was resulting in violence, only proves that you weak. What up? And mama told me that, son, you gotta be strong and you don't got to worry. So you can criticize me all you want, but you don't know my story. Ibaki bila kitu kwa pori, maisha ya ghetto waningori. So now I'm praying to God that he gon' come and see me through. A lot of these niggas on my case, they be pulling me back, but I won't let them get to me. Ambition is priceless, so I gotta make this buck, cause this money don't come for free. God is gonna open doors. Oh, God is gonna open doors. God is gonna open doors. God is gonna open.
The ultimate music legend, Sound Safari.
You seduce me like what the hell? Hold up. What the hell? Don't do like that. I'm too smart, brother. You seduce treats me like butter, yeah. Butter, yeah. Mikono nakata, be careful sister, na kama unataka. They call me heartbreaker, na majina mapya, kila moja amenipa, wananitaki pusa, oh paswa kichwa, ina majina mapya, kila kona amenipa, wananitaki pusa, oh paswa kichwa, ona mtoto like that, too small, she treats me like butter, yeah. Butter, yeah. Don't do like that, I'm too small, she treats me like butter, yeah.
She go from me 1 minute go sawa sawa. Suna just pendangi madrama. Nikipita mtaa wana fire machali wakiniona wana stama. Wanaanza kutipita. Wanaanza kutipita. Moja anza kutipita. Unapiga tu matipita.
Akina usigo. Unatema yo. Nasi wapiana shosho.
Welcome back, and that was music courtesy of DJ Fita. And acha tu niseme tu leo that I'm new to this electronic dance music. I don't know, but I'm already hooked into it. I love the set. Adoveli umeisikiaje?
Yo, everything is fantabulous. Even if that is not our word, just know it is a word courtesy of Adoveli podcast. So those remixes, DJ Fita, kindly guide us before you do remixes. What do you do? Ama unaangalia nini before you do remixes to this song? And is this really a thing in Kenya? Ama watu tu wanaichukulia hivi hivi?
First of all, I'd like to big up to all the artists who made the remixes. So first, to answer your question about how I go about the remixes, you first have to vibe with the original, so like you can imagine the remix the way it's supposed to be, because a remix is it's an interpretation of the original song basically. And to answer your other question, remixes in Kenya are a big joke though, because the original artists are really problematic. They don't understand the remix culture that well, but remix culture can really work for you as an artist if you get it. Like for example, Tetu Shani had one of the biggest songs on Kenyan SoundCloud in 2016 because over 36 producers jumped onto the remix of Chemistry with Mayonde. So yeah, I think remix culture is really undermined here, but people will catch up with it soon.
Awesome. Yo, we have to shout out Tetu Shani. Adoveli podcast is the home of Tetu Shani. You should know that by now.
Can I plug in myself though? Yeah. Like my Chemistry remix really did good, so you should probably check it out.
Okay, so DJ Fita, about remixes, do you actually have to first contact the artist and just to tell them what you're about to remix their song, or you just do the remixes, then you share, then you let them know? Where is the tussle coming in before? Because I've said the doing remixes in Kenya is a big joke. Tussle iko wapi?
Nijicorrect, needs to take you out of record. I think people who do remixes are really professionals. They are not jokes, but the process to till the end is a joke, because ndio ufanye remix basically ethically and legally to avoid problems, ideally you should talk to the artist first and then they get back to you. But here, venye nime experience, let me speak about my personal experience. You will get blue tick the hell out of you. So if you don't want that, just when you find the 3-piece, because the good thing, 3 pieces are available readily, most of them at least. So you take the vocal, like for me, take the vocal first, and then I do the remix and then send out to the artists who then decides whether you release or not. Yeah.
So there's a time nilikuwa naongea na wasanii wakasema they don't want to send 3-piece to DJs because kwa sababu mnachukonga the 3-piece then you remix with other international songs na mchezi mziki zao. Is that correct?
I think like artists, that's an own goal to begin with, because already umesema we are mixing it with international music at chasing ngoma zako. How can we mix it with other music and we are not playing it? Because you see hizo tu ni visingizio, because kama tunaimash up na an international beat or whatever, that already in itself, that's the purpose of a remix or a mashup, iletana other sounds to make it more interesting or to give it a different vibe. So that's just a reason by the artists.
Let's dive into more electronic dance music into Kenya. For people who are new to this genre, kama mimi kabisa, because I'm new to this music, I really don't listen to it that much. But what is your perception about electronic dance music and how people and its listenership in this country?
I think, if I'm not wrong, the electronic dance music has been in the country for a while. Probably in the beginning, in the 90s, there used to be clubs that promoted that and soul music. But so far, the reception of dance music, I can say it's good because there are more producers, more artists, more remixers, more organizers. And like last year, we had Boiler Room coming through, which was huge for the electronic community. So I think people are listening to electronic dance music, but it is limited to, locked to a certain class or a certain demographic. That's not, the mainstream hasn't really accepted it, but uptown, basically uptown people, more of them.
How I was introduced to electronic music was in a different way. But I remember there used to be Electronica Sako. You remember Electronica Sako? They came with such a dope song. By the way, we did on season 2, episode 7, we did a full set of EDM, exclusively Kenyan content there. So Electronica Sako, if you fast forward to now, they're associated with the Ochungulo family. And you know what kind of music they are doing at the moment. It's not EDM. I would like to ask, has EDM faded in the Kenyan music scene?
I think EDM, it's growing, but the popularity of EDM has been dropping worldwide. Basically worldwide it has been dropping, so that's why it's understandable for people like Electronica Sako to be doing what they're doing, which is really dope because their new music is really popping. So
tukiongelelea more about electronic dance music, what are those characteristics zenye I should know or pick that defines what electronic dance music really is?
Characteristics za EDM ni hizo kutumia a lot of synths na a lot of the music ina manipulation ina happen on the computer. EDM itself is a blanket name, electronic dance music. Ndani yake there are so many genres. Kuna trance, kuna house, kuna future house, kuna progressive, kuna future bass, kuna dubstep, kuna rhythm. Rhythm ni part ya dubstep, sile rhythm ya kina Vibes Cartel. You know, the thing with electronic music ina move na technology, so every day someone is building a new subgenre of it.
Awesome. From the 254, who are the artists that you know maybe they are pushing this agenda of EDM music to the fullest?
I think some of the artists who are doing it big, like to give it up to the pioneers first who began this before us. Kina Jack Rooster, who have been doing it for like since 2004 with 6 a.m. We have people like Suraj, who is international right now. We have UG. We have Jeff Muteru, our A&R at Sound Safari, who just got nominated for Sondeka Awards for experimental music. We have DJ Fita. We have, who else? We have C4, who is doing great remixes. We just had one of them, the Tipito remix. Yeah, and where can you get electronic music? In Nairobi, like, there are more clubs pushing the sound. We have Alchemist, which has really been a champion for the sound. We have the new club Muse at Westlands. Where else? We have Gypsies, who have Voss every Saturday. And on our new website, Sound Safari, which we'll talk about later, there is an event section where we highlight all these events, electronic events, weekly events which are happening, where you can find that vibe.
Before we head into the next set, situguzie tu kidogo.
So right now nataka kucheza some original music from people in Kenya. I'll start with my friends Henrik, and the first song itakuwa inaitwa Tears, all of my sadness. This was the first release on my label Sound Safari from 2016.
Sound Safari, the ultimate music legend.
DJ Fita.
the ultimate music legend.
That was DJ Fita in the mix with those hot Kenyan music on the EDM section. So, DJ Fita, I want us to talk about your label, Sound Safari, how it started, and so far, how many projects do you guys have out?
So, Sound Safari started back in 2016. It started as an offshoot of EDM Kenya, which we were doing as a website to promote electronic dance music. So Sound Safari started as a podcast, 1 hour podcast, which was just electronic dance music. We had people like Jack Rooster, Saint Ivo, Jinku doing the mixes and whoever, different guests. And then later in 2016 on August, we decided to form a label to push the music further. And right now in 2019, Sound Safari has evolved more than just a label. It's now a cultural engineering hybrid platform where apart from the label, we also blog and we also curate experiences for EDM. The number of projects released so far, 2 EPs and 8 singles and a couple of remixes from different people.
Okay, so now acha tuongelele DJ Fita, the producer now. How did you get into production?
First encounter with production ilikuwanga hapo home. My dad used to be a producer and a DJ. But doing it professionally ni kwa campus, which I think is a phase for most guys. I met a friend who used to know Fruity Loops, so he taught me. And then I've been producing from there. And the most help imetoka YouTube.
Awesome. YouTube University, I'm one of the graduates there. So, in terms of production, DJ Fita, how many projects do you have out here?
I think I have around 8 songs out right now. I'm not sure, but with the other project of Ritemba, we have an EP which has about 12 songs. So I can say I have about 15 songs out. Yeah.
Let's talk about Break It All, which is a single that you released sometime last year featuring Twist.
So Break It All is my first original single and kind of vocals. It was recorded back in 2016, but we didn't release it until 2018 because I felt that it wasn't the right time to release it yet. But yeah, so we linked up with Twist, who is from a band called Cliche, who they do gospel music. She did the lyrics and we came down to the studio and recorded. So in 2018 we released the song in August, and I did a tour for that where I went to Rwanda, did a few gigs here in Kenya, and also a media tour.
So apart from that, where else have you played, or where else do you also play your music?
So the various platforms nimekuwa, I think the biggest for me was Africa Nouveau last year with Macadam as his DJ. He started this new thing called Macadam and the Electric Bengaloo, where we are combining Benga music with EDM to try and connecting the roots and the future, basically. Apart from that, we have Earth Dance Music Festival, which personally was a dream come true. Ile gig umeishi kusikia kutoka kwa high school and then you get to DJ in that. That was really cool. That was also last year. Yeah.
Kwanza hizo festival ni za kutajika, Africa Nouveau and Earth Dance. Anyway, DJ Fita, we want to jump into the mix again, then we'll come back.
Nimekuchagua wewe nikupende mama, sitaki mwingine, au usiniache, usinitende mama, usipende mwingine. Moyo wangu ni mwepesi, umenikalia chapati, nafanya vituko kama chizi, kukupenda sitasizi. Moyo wangu ni mwepesi, umenikalia chapati, nafanya vituko kama chizi, kukupenda sitasizi.
Sound Safari.
Penzi na kupenda kicha, lakini wanitesa sana, licha niamini mama. Penzi na kupenda kicha, lakini wanitesa sana, licha niamini mama. Sio kila wakati ni fujo, sio kila wakati ni fujo, sio kila wakati ni kila wakati ni kila.
Fita.
Welcome back, and we continue with DJ Fita. Now let's get to a more common level now, because kuna watu, they really they're just hearing this breakdown of EDM music for the first time, but they know that wakiwa kwa klabu, electronic or house music plays at a particular time, and only some particular songs here and there zitachezwa. What do you think about this? I feel it's more of a stereotype, or I don't know, DJs out here are lazy to research more on electronic dance music.
Yeah, I think DJs in Kenya, like, most of them are super lazy, because like you say, there is a particular time when clubs play house, and top of my head, I'll give you the top 5 songs. They'll play Avicii, Levels, they'll play Chris Brown, yeah, ×3, they'll play Taio Cruz, Hangover, what else? LMFAO, Party Rock, and other music. So I think there's a lot out there, not only in the country but even worldwide. There's new music, because in Kenya, I think the clubs, the best way to describe house music in most of the clubs that are not dedicated is they are stuck in 2012. That's what I'd say.
Awesome. So it's like 2012 was like a golden year for EDM music. So basically maybe that's why you're hearing the same trend in each and every set by DJs in club or in mixes. So I would like to know, EDM, how does it connect to the African culture, just to deep down the roots?
Yeah, I think 2012 was really the golden age of EDM, because I think this is when EDM went to America, and that's the biggest market in the world. How EDM connects to the culture, there is this new book which I read recently, and it's out. You can check it out on soundsafari.co.ke. It's called Benga Kaleidoscope. It tries to explain, or it tries to show the connection between Benga music and electronic dance music. We have people like Bengatronics who are doing it. Like I mentioned earlier, we did Macadam and the Electric Bengaloo, where we are mixing Luo music, where Macadam is leading with the Nyatiti and electronic sounds. Also, people like Suraj who are doing big, because Suraj was born in Kisumu originally, so he's really into that. He's been doing that for a minute. He did Abiro, which was picked by Black Coffee and was played at Tomorrowland last year, which was really big for him, and it's a major win for the industry. And I think also Camaro, who's the grandson of the late Camaro, is also picking up on that. We also have people like Bengatronics and DJ Mura, who will be playing at Africa Nouveau, and yeah, you can catch the connection between the culture, the roots. People are really going back, because it's common knowledge right now that Latin America and Africa is what is popping. So I think that's the reason why people are really mixing culture and EDM.
In Kenya, name your top 5 artists or vocalists that you know.
That's a bit tricky, because I don't know whether I'm the one who doesn't know them, but top of my head I have Tina, who's really doing dope Afro house music, and we have, who else? We have Vanessa Vondro, who was like the queen of Kenyan EDM back then.
Talking of top 5, so if someone is now new to EDM in the perspective of Kenyan EDM, and you'd like to get the advantage to listen to Kenyan EDM, where would you direct them to go, and who should they sample just to get the taste of Kenyan EDM?
I think to narrow it down, I'd like to begin with self-promoting here. Listen to DJ Fita if you want to have a taste of EDM in Kenya. But there are a lot of people like producers on Sound Safari. We have Hendrik, we have Muteru, Mike Mwema, we have Legs, who are doing good Afro House, and then obviously we have the known names, Kina Suraj, Jack Rooster, B-Town, all those. So the list is huge. That list is huge.
Kenyan music lovers, unfortunately we are coming to the end of this week's episode. As we approach the weekend, do remember, don't drink and drive. Support the good Kenyan music. Buy the artist tickets to their show, buy their merchandise, and also buy their music. One more thing, DJ Fita, if somebody wants to know more about Kenyan music, who are the people out here, maybe blogs, DJs, also you are DJ of EDM, who are the people that are out here that really are promoting EDM in Kenya?
I think first of all I'd like to big up Ado Veli podcast because we're here. So if you're looking for any information regarding EDM, check out Ado Veli online. Also you can check out Sound Safari. That's me and my partners. We are a record label, we are a blog and everything. And also there is Lion Afrique, which is an online radio who are really doing amazing. So 24-hour stream Kenyan EDM music. So yeah,
we have been joined with DJ Fita in this episode, but before we close it down, we need to know, where can people find you?
So thank you for having me, and my social media everywhere, basically DJ Fita on SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But right now the music which will be coming out will be available on Spotify and iTunes. I also have a couple of tunes there right now. You can check that out. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode was recorded at Gospel Music, a studio that is located in Kahawa West. If you're an artist and you're looking for a studio to do your recordings, make sure you link up with them. Check the description to get more info. So we are going to end the show on a much higher note. So DJ Fita atamaliza na set moja mbaya.
Yes, I did, but I guess you didn't know. As I said, a story goes. Baby, now I got the flow. Cause I know it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'd win. You love me. All those times I said that I love you. You love me. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. You love me. Even though you know I died for you. You love me. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried.
Sound Safari.
All I do when I look into the mirror, see a vision of you. Feels like deja vu as I'm riding through the city. You come out of the blue. Shake off, breaking loose, but it doesn't make a difference. I know for you. Tried out everything, but it ain't no you, no. Wake up, all I do when I look into the mirror, see a vision of you. Feels like deja vu as I'm riding through the city. You come out of the blue. Shake off, breaking loose, but it doesn't make a difference. I know for you. Tried out everything, but it ain't no you, no. Tell me why I feel this way. Caught up in your foolish game. Makes no difference either way. On my mind you always stay. Tell me why I feel this way. Caught up in your foolish game. Makes no difference either way. On my mind you always stay.
You got something that I ain't seen before. You've opened a million doors. All I can say is I adore you. You got something that I ain't seen before. Hold me, 'cause baby I'm yours. Oh, I can't wait until we get home. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are everything that I dreamed of. Now I can paint a picture. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are making my life much greener. So I wanna say,
Hey, yo, people in the house. This is New Year with Ado Veli Podcast, playing Kenyan music.